Y'all, not Mendices is dibbling dabbling in the drama of being messy. Like, did y'all see that coming? Because I definitely did not see that coming. Like, bruh, you over here like really carrying Bowen to being a little messy right now. At the same time, maybe he feel like it's cold, so maybe I let them live. So we gonna talk about it though, y'all. We gonna talk about it. What is good? What's welcome back to another recap. We're on episode 21 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Who's your daddy? One thing about paternity, that's just one of those subjects where it can get real. It's touchy. It's just a touchy subject. So apparently Lil Mendices, y'all, is, into music or whatever or whatnot. And Big Mendices, of course, takes Lil Mendices to go lay down some tracks, basically, put down for, a session. So they run into, Safari, whatever. They're chopping it up or whatever or whatnot. And Safari brings up, I mean, not Safari, Mendices, no, yeah, Safari. Safari brings up the fact that he, is looking at his kids and, basically kind of feeling like, I guess, like his son don't really look like him and like thinking about like a paternity or whatever, whatnot. As if that's not like, I hate like when people all in general, I'm not just gonna say men because it's just not just men, but people in general compare like two children or even just one child. They're looking at one child and, oh, she doesn't look nothing like you, or he doesn't look like you, or he doesn't have this, or he doesn't have that, or our family has this famous signature characteristic and they don't have that. Y'all have to understand that there are two people coming in with two different types of DNA that are also made up of obviously their two parents' DNA and all this other stuff that comes on. And so stop doing that. It's so frustrating. Stop basing these kids whether they look like you or not like you based on whether or if they based on looks. Like that's let's stop doing that, okay? So anywho, y'all, so he talking about that, doing that, and I mean DC kind of like takes that opportunity, and I don't know if he was being messy, as if trying to say that, okay, with that being said, oh, and it's kind of like it basically, yeah, it's kind of like he's insinuating that she might be still messing with Rich, as far especially bringing Rich up in those circumstances, and how they're basically still talking, and at their family reunion that they had, he was basically real Philly touchy, with Erica or whatever or whatnot. So we know, you know, we know that history. And it was crazy because actually Rich did help to remind us that, first of all, you dated Erica after me. We were friends. I had technically Erica first. You came in, and so now, because of course, what Safari is going to do, Safari is going to approach. Safari is going to bring it up. So basically, all the guys get up. All the guys get together to celebrate. What is it? Eric's, engagement, him and Sierra's engagement. So they have immense night, cigars, drinks, you know, gambling, the whole little to do. The men do what they like to do. So, like I said, Safari brings it up, and it's the attitude for Ritz. Like, yeah, and or like so, like it's the attitude. Like, I'm gonna talk to her if I want to talk to her. I'm gonna talk to her if I want to talk to her. This you not gonna stop me. Rich gonna do what he wanna do. I had her first, like basically like on some. And I think what's also just interesting is because it is seeming like they do have like this new budding relationship from what they've had over the past couple of years. They seem to have formed something or really kind of like made amends with each other on the family union. So not only does, they're talking about, they're confronting, Safari is confronting Rich about, them still talking or whatever or whatnot. And I guess, they both basically, I think, play it cool in front of each other as they always do. But then it's always in their, interviews where they just be secretly talking shit to each other. So Either who, Rich, played it down, played it cool, like whatever. I guess he was, drunk and probably fell on her. At least that's what he said to Erica. That's what he said. Like whatever. Like I said, they talk all the smack about each other in the interviews, and then each other. They play everything down. They play everything like it's cool. They bros, whatever. Fake, real fake. But nonetheless, then Medicis also brings up this paternity test. Why, with that being said, with you knowing that clearly they're still talking, why would you bring up to him possibly still want to do this paternity test? Like Medicis was throwing on the full mess. He was putting on full messy. And of course, what does Richie Dallas do? He immediately runs to, Erica. But not before. Not before, they're having a conversation, about Eric, kind of like about getting married, giving advice about getting married and being ready, I guess, necessarily. And also, of course, end up talking about, divorce and kind of giving, Safari that thought of, okay, what it looks like on the other side. Giving him, basically thought of process of, now, like, once you break up, like that's it. Now, she's going to date somebody, you're going to date somebody. But also, when she dates somebody, that other person is also going to be around, like, your kids and giving them that. Now, do all men think like this? Or is this just like a more of a celebrity thought, like, type process? Because I guess they just have more, I don't want to say to lose, but if you're a regular guy getting with somebody with a celebrity kid, and not even just like a regular guy, just somebody who just, because you could be a regular guy and make good money. So I mean, just maybe just somebody who's just not a celebrity, somebody just not in the limelight, again, but can very well support the lifestyle of these celebrities, whatever. And I don't know. I just want to know, like, is that like a overall like type thing, or is that more of just like a celebrity like thing? Like maybe only celebrities like have, like have these thoughts. I don't know. At the same time, I feel like maybe not gonna say all men, but some men like have these thoughts, not just like celebrity men. So either way, at the thought of this, Safari goes off, throws his chair, ends up hitting his own self in the head with the chair. Like, it was very much given like he really wanted to throw it far, but at the same time, it's like all this other stuff is around us and I don't want to break it. Or more of like he thought he was like really doing something by throwing the chair and really did not, and just ended up bopping himself in the head. Either way, he left after that, y'all. And really, I think I would leave too after that moment. But y'all, like, Mendices is really giving off messy. And I'm like, sir, you got enough drama. You gonna have enough drama going on with getting that whole Samantha and Yandy together. Like, mind yours, and don't be going back and like, Mendici, apparently you need something to do. You might need a little bit more something to do with your time, because that's not it. Being messy boots is not it. Is it me, or like I'm just feeling like Rashida and them might just actually really like need like a storyline this season. Like, honestly, I feel like Yandy really and them don't have a storyline. I feel like Rashida don't have a storyline. This whole thing with her, like her father, like it's giving reaching, and I ain't even trying to be that girl. I ain't even trying to, do all that, but it's giving like this is like the best like that we could like come up with. Again, it's reality TV. It's what's really going on. But, apparently, like, Rashida's had this estranged relationship, with her. I ain't gonna say estranged. They've had a tumultuous relationship, for a couple of years. And, he's very stubborn, and she wants him to take ownership, of things. And at the same time, I guess, give Kirk, as her husband, some slack. And it got, it got a little wild. You could definitely tell, like, he ain't just about to just go over and yeah, he ain't just about to just give whatever she is asking for. It may be a possibility that he might never get it. That she might never get it, excuse me. One thing about once people get older, as they get older, they get set in their ways, and sometimes that change that we're looking for when we're trying to heal, we have to do that healing on our own, because they're not going to help us to get to that place to be able to heal from some of the wounds or the trauma that they may have, put on us or whatever or whatnot. So, from here, it seems like, they gonna, take some steps. He gonna meet, Kirk. I don't know if he's trying to say that Rashida was Kirk's come up in the previews. That's looking real. But, but I mean, I get it as a father, you will feel some type of way if you, see, another man doing your daughter wrong. But it's kind of just like, did you provide, a good example, for her as well, also as well. She did make like a good example. It's not to say that they weren't going to have their troubles, that he, it's great for a man who can stay faithful to their wife or, whatever or whatnot. But in their time, basically, you just, in general, we've been married 22 years. We were going to run into some troubles, whether that be infidelity or anything else. Whereas y'all were married for a year. So, I mean, what can you really talk to me about being married? That's what I definitely got there. And that's where we're going to leave it. So Sierra gets all the girls together for, Rennie. Rennie lost her mom. So, she does like this little sleepover, cute little sleepover, little matching little outfits. I always love like little cute aesthetic little stuff like that. But so, I mean, y'all, what the thing of it was, like, obviously, we want to, I hope and praying for Rennie and that she get, she continues to heal through all this. It's definitely going to be, a hard journey. But we were all waiting for Kendra to get back around the girls so she can address what I knew and what I didn't know, and her acting, I guess, basically, when she got some of the news from the girls. And she was basically, telling them that, a lot of, like, yeah, the baby situation, yes, that was something that, I knew about. He did, stepped out of our relationship after we had a separation after we were engaged, and he ended up getting somebody pregnant in the midst of that. On top of that, yes, I knew, but y'all as well were giving me information that I did not know. So it wasn't, I guess, necessarily a false reaction, I guess, necessarily, so to speak. And so that opens the door, of course, for all this, Mita stuff. Oh, well, Mita said this and Mita said that, and the whole timeline of Mita, and Jock's relationship. And actually, Kendra was feeling the type of way that basically Spice didn't, but try to at least be privy or share some of this information, with her or whatever or whatnot. And so Spice, which definitely, like, yeah, it's already just getting as messy, like, as it is. Like, take out all these extra people with all these opinions, everybody's hearsay, everybody's take of the conversation, everybody's take of what happened at the dinner for Spice, at the over the phone conversation, at the fashion show conversation. Like, let me just pull you to the side. Let us talk about this and what all have really happened and what's going on, and let's go from there. So basically, Spice was just like, look, at the end of the day, if you want to really get that clarity, I can get at least y'all together, sit y'all both down, and then boom, 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 boom. You can ask all the questions that you want. That way you don't got all these extra people in your ear. That's just that. And really, we gonna get that next week, and I can't wait for it. I mean, I don't expect nothing but for Jock to deny. But what's your thoughts? Like, what are y'all thinking, about Jock, actually telling the truth or not, I guess, basically. Like, is he telling the truth? Y'all, if you made it this far, drop me some purple hearts down below, the whole purple heart or the white and purple heart. Either way, it doesn't matter. I appreciate it if you continue to watch these videos all in full for me and you enjoy these videos as always. And of course, if you're gonna comment the heart, definitely go ahead and give me a thumbs up on this video. So before we end it all in all, y'all, because I think this is probably the last thing I'm gonna be hitting on for this episode, y'all. Sierra, she tiptoeing. She about to be over the edge with me. She about to be on my other side. She about, or should I say on my this side, because I'm left-handed. So everything left is good for me. She about to be on my bad side. Y'all, I kind of can get where it sucks, but of course, as much as getting my nerves though, like she just sounds like a baby that's spoiled and just trying to get like her way. I get though what Eric feels as far as it's like, if we don't move in together, it's just we're going backwards, you know, whatever. But at the same time, Sierra got some work that she need to do with herself. So right, either call off the whole engagement or just like she said, take a break, continue the relationship, but just don't live together. And yes, maybe that means just putting off the engagement for a little while. I feel like if we're looking at the broader picture, if we're looking at making this thing work, you know, getting that, you know, making sure that we're even right for each other, that we even want to be with each other, then cool. But at the same time, Sierra is still getting this confused, talking about some, oh, well, clearly, even your own pastor was telling you that it's work that you need to do, that you cannot continue to pick up this man and drop this man whenever you feel like it. And if you still find some type, you still in that, hear that, within the separation or y'all not living together, this gives you time to see how he gonna what? Baby girl, this is about you. This is about you. This ain't got nothing to do with how he's gonna act. If y'all da. Yes, you will see that, but at the same time, you will also see a lot of things, get a lot of clarity if you heal from some of those past relationships you haven't healed from. Let's start there, okay? I can't wait for next week. I hope y'all cannot wait for next week. I know how I can do. I can get on here and I can start jabbering about all particularly nothing. So I'm not going to get long-winded. Definitely if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if it's your first time, just check. If this is your first time checking in with your girl, go ahead, stick around for a little bit to catch a couple of other videos. And I'll see y'all next time. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.